I had to come back to Old Tbilisi. The side I was on last couple of days was downtown, and the Airbnb I was at last night was just paper thin walls. You could hear everything going on. So I came to the one spot where I knew I'd be all right for the most part. We'll see how it goes. See, we're back around the corner from that park again. Oh, and now what I'm gonna do is go to the MagT cell dealer and make sure I've got international data for when I get back to the States, so I can properly set up the app, which has like $1. It's got like a $5 a year lesson to hold the number. And that way when I come back, or even if I go to Europe or anywhere else, I can use the cheap service by just jumping on my app and reinstating it. So that's the plan. Almost to Old Tbilisi, or whatever it is. Main road down there. I don't know if you can see it, but this is a good place to be. Can't escape the gnomes. Yeah, it's Old Tbilisi, one of the main drags that we got down here. I had to stop at the local cell phone and make sure that when I get to the States, I can upload the app so that next time I come, I can just hit the ground running, not have to do pre-prep. Telling you, I know there's a couple of parks around Picayune. I know there's a couple of parks in New Orleans. I know most people would probably stay out of the parks in New Orleans. But they got places you can bring the little ditties. It's supposed to be children according to Google Translate Russian. But anyway. So, and this is probably a 15-minute walk from the other video that I made that was a walking tour. But it's definitely in the same general area. I think they're both Old Tbilisi. Look, Ma, I just made it to the Carrefour. Not quite, but I'll be at the Carrefour in a moment without even using Google Maps. And just like that, there's the Carrefour, which is a lot like an old school grocery store with some extras in it. But first, coffee. Coffee, right over there. My little fat kid ass. Here we go, it looks familiar. I just went to the Carrefour and it looks like I spent about 22 USD, got some barbecue chicken, which isn't supposed to be like our barbecue. A side, hold up a second. Two sides, got two sides. One, some mushrooms that I liked last time I was here, and then a little bit of pre-made squash, but it's a lot like a Rouse's Market where they've got the deli section. So when you don't want to cook off a scratched up Teflon, it's a good way to be. Found a couple bags of peanuts to snack on. Picked up some more of these protein. I'll show you later. But anyway, so I walked to the Carrefour without using Google Maps from where I'm staying. And I walked to the park that I'm at, which is only about a block or two from the Carrefour. This is where I was, drawing it like one of my French girls. One second. There you go. My view of the park. So yeah, and I think I like these parks because in America, our parks are children's parks with benches. These are community parks with a children's location. So you can sit in a park and just be sitting in a park and not be looking like the creepy guy that's sitting there with no kids in a playground. And in a second, I'll show you. There's playground side of stuff over, I don't know, 100 meters maybe. Sorry about speaking in, whatever the fuck they're called. But meters and kilometers. But no, like absolutely. So this place has really been good. And again, I think I like Old Tbilisi. Like, if a buddy of mine, you know who you are, was to come, I'd be like, dude, you need to go to the other side of the river where I couldn't sleep, and that's going to be you with the nightlife. I'm going to be in Old Tbilisi, and if you need me, come find me. If I was taking somebody that was more low-key, I'd be like, it looks like Soviet-era apartments, but it's safe, it's walkable, and it's charming in its own right. So that's my position with it. I think for sure now I know where to go, where to avoid for sure. I know a couple of places to go. And I also, like I said earlier, I went to the cell phone service and made sure that the SIM card I've got will work in America, so I can take an old cell phone and get the SMS for the code for the app so that I can, look, it cost one gel, I think he told me, which a gel, just under 3 gel is a US dollar. And he was saying that every 2 months I need to pay 1 gel maintenance to maintain my number. So what is that? 12 months, 12 gel is, give me a second, I'll tell you. Sorry. There's the park I was telling you about. But 1 gel every 2 months is 6 gel. 6 gel is $2.25 essentially, USD, to maintain a cell phone number. To be able to step off of a plane, boot up my little mobile hotspot, and just order a Bolt, which is the local ride share. Just hit the ground running. So don't tell anybody in Georgia, but if it was 4 times that much, if it was $10 a year, I would pay that. But that's what I'm doing. So like right now, like I said, I went and got some groceries. I am going to take a Bolt, which is the local ride share home, because I did buy, I think it's like 5 liters of water, about a gallon, I think, I don't know. But I bought a big thing of water to bring back with me. And that's another thing, like there are markets on almost every corner, and those markets might only have the 1.5 liter bottles. But like if you just need a couple of things of water for the night, go get 2 1.5 liter bottles and you're good. And that's if you don't want to, the water here is, well, according to everything I've read, the water's fine, especially in Tbilisi. I just like bottled manufactured water. Something about the plastics makes me feel good inside. So anyway, that's it. We will, like I said, I'm going to hang out at the park a little bit, maybe pick at some of this chicken I just bought, and then I'm going to head back to the apartment. It is cold. I'll do a little tour of that place in a second. I didn't get a tour of the other apartment. It was really cool. Like I said, that buddy that likes social life, I'd be like, dude, stay here. It's in the heart of shit. It's a good place. It's just too damn noisy for me. I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning waiting for the little guys on scooters to stop delivering food. Anyway, that's it. I got about 2 or 3 more days here. 17th, 18th, 19th. And early on the 20th, I got to go to the airport. So I've got, let's call it a day and a half left, not counting today. So I'll figure out a few things to do. And then jump on a plane to Istanbul, go do some historical sightseeing, and that's where we're at. All right. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna hang out a little bit and I'm gonna catch a bolt, head back, and I'll set a walkthrough of the current place I'm staying at, which already feels better. So, all right, latest. One more thing. It's 39 degrees right now in Tbilisi with 52% humidity. Bro, in Mississippi, pick you, and if it's sub 50 degrees, you bundle up and go inside because the humidity is 85% plus. When this place has like all the things that I could want that Mississippi doesn't, and they're still celebrating Christmas. You guys, y'all put your fucking Christmas presents up after Thanksgiving, or after, not Thanksgiving, Halloween if we're lucky. And then you guys take that stuff down before the 26th even gets here, and then you wonder why you got seasonal allergy depression or whatever it's called. Sad. So anyway, yeah, just more of my thoughts. All right, my $22 grocery haul. That's USD. So it's a quarter kilo, which should be about a half. What it was about a half pound of chicken, and then some mushrooms. I like those. And then that is eggplant or zucchini, probably eggplant. These things get me. They're about 6 gel each, which is about $2, which is about on point. So 2, 4, 6. And then to have on hand. And so yeah, that's it. As I was waiting for my bolt, this young kid, 16 to 18, comes walking up to me and he asked me if I got a SIM card. And I've got a SIM card, so I'm like, I show him, I'm like, pull down your Wi-Fi, and I let him jump off of my little mobile hotspot. But I'm guessing that these kids here, they have the cell phones, but they just Wi-Fi everything. And like he jumped on it, and I guess he was using WhatsApp, made his phone call, thanked me, and then took off. Oh, another gnome. They're all over the place. So I just thought that was culturally interesting. And maybe a lot of the younger kids do that today where they've got the cell phone and they're Wi-Fiing off of the school Wi-Fi or whatever they're doing. But yeah, that was neat. So that's it. $22 grocery haul, hung out at the park, and I'll get you guys a walkthrough in a little while. But for now, I'm going to eat and warm up.